Ryan. Ryan. And I have one more person. Sunshine, come here, please. Sunshine. Be a stacker for tonight.
And yourself?
Great. I'm the host for tonight's episode. I'm the facilitator. I'm the host for tonight. Great. All right. Who wants to share the principles of solidarity? Principles of solidarity. Solidarity. Anybody? Yeah.
Exercising direct, transparent, participatory democracy.
Education is a human right.
Evaluating labor.
Thank you. Anybody else? Annie, you know any of them?
Recognizing individual privilege and the influence it has on all interactions.
Never want to take commandments either.
Practicing right application of open source.
Okay. Any new people? Any new people? New people. All people. New people. Right here.
I was going over to Hollywood and
Okay, let's do a mic check for him, okay?
I was going over to Hollywood and I met the pirate.
Yeah, pirate.
I recruit. I was gonna come over here and join you guys today. So
What's your name?
Zen.
Ben?
Zen.
Zen.
Yeah.
Zen. Nice to meet you. Patrick.
Yes? No? All right. Who wants to share a personal statement of nonviolence? Personal statement of nonviolence.
No one.
Anybody? Hand signals. Who knows the hand signals here? Well, you know any of them? What does that mean?
Agree.
We like it. You can't see me. You can't see me. You don't like it. Hard glory.
What a process.
This is my favorite.
Yes.
Point of love.
Point of love. Oh, what's this?
Point of ovaries.
Point of ovaries.
What's this?
Hard luck.
And that means that you're going to stand by it even. That means getting right into occupation. All right. Any announcements? Any announcements?
How's
it going?
See sunshine.
Who's the stackers tonight?
You get that thing, brother? That thing I've been on you about. Did you get it taken care of? Good. Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
Keep that up.
What you talking about, brother?
I don't want to ever see you that.
Yeah, I know. I listen to that shit, dog.
Pregnant. My wife got me pregnant.
Oh, you again. The revolution's over. Verner's here.
How the hell are you?
Hi, how you doing? A little bit. Where you been?
Oh, you're in the court!
Oh.
What's up? What's happening?
Oh, okay.
I need you.
They're getting stacked. They're not moving back. Okay, first on stack.
I have announcements. One is a number of us went over and did a civil. A number of us went over and did a civil disobedience in front of the state building, which is the Ronald Reagan. What a terrible name. Anyway, 4 people got arrested. James Blau, Carol Francis, and another woman whose name I should remember but haven't. They were all held for about 4 or 5 hours and released. But it was a very good incident and a rally, and it made it on at least Channel 9 News because they've already heard about that. So that's one announcement. Another announcement is there's other upcoming things for this week. Today is the 50th anniversary of the Martin Luther King Dream Speech. 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. And there's things coming up. One of the things that's coming up is Saturday at Lamert, starting at 11 o'clock. There will be a rally and they'll march around the area, come back, and then there'll be more speakers and things. Starts at 11 o'clock at Lemurs this Saturday. Tomorrow.
Again?
For civil rights this morning.
Are we welcome there?
Everyone's welcome there. It's for Trayvon. It's expressing anger over Trayvon. It's expressing anger over the criminal and justice system in this country. It's expressing anger over racial profiling. It's expressing anger over security running around yelling at us like this guy. It's suppressing anger and all this kind of stuff. And by the way, I have flyers on both of these announcements, so you'll be getting flyers that have the particulars and stuff on them. The other announcement is for tomorrow evening, and I believe it's in Inglewood, and their address and everything's here. And there's a group discussion on civil rights, on police brutality, and from what I'm understanding, that the speakers of this thing will be very, very good. The speakers at the one on Saturday will also be very good. It started out as being kind of a liberal nonsense, but the people in the community ripped that to shreds, thank God, and have created something very good. So both of these actions should be very good. I'll pass out flyers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. And the other announcement.
Alyssa. Hi, so last night a grassroots movement started to stop the pending war in Syria. There's going to be a strategization rally and protest this Saturday here at Pershing Square at noon. So if you would like to stop the continued campaign of the United States to invade other countries, please show up. And we're going to come here, we're going to come together and sort of strategize about how to move forward, see where we're at. On Saturday, we heard they might start bombing as early as tomorrow.
Right. Can I say something?
Yeah.
They were, all over the United States, as soon as they start bombing, there's supposed to be reaction going on all over the United States simultaneously against it. Because apparently like 90-some% of the United States is against it. So, well, I'm just saying, LA or... Mic check! LA organized an event for Saturday. We did not personally, but we are involved in it, and I was down for it. So on Saturday, there will be an event simultaneously around the United States, assuming that shit is going to go down in Syria.
Right. There's rallies. Actually, they're going to be all over the world. And last night there was when the invite opened, there was 10 people. When I left home, there was 550 people that had RSVP'd. We're expecting it to be a fairly large rally, and that's it. So just show up.
What was that for?
My point of process was because this is an emergency proposal.
Yeah, we're going to get to the proposal.
Tonight, we were going to have a discussion, I would talk about it now.
She's right.
Okay, that's
next.
So it's just not the right time for that.
Okay, next is Julie.
Hey now.
Hey now.
So I would like to change facilitation from 6 o'clock to 6:30 because I think it would allow for more people to be there, and we'd like more participation. It's really amazing tonight, however, that we have new people facilitating, and they're doing an awesome job.
Love you.
Let's give it up for Brad, for Brian,
Yeah.
who's done a lot of roles, both doing a great job. For Sunshine, first time stacking, thank you so much.
Oh, that's no problem. I could do this.
Love it.
I just can't do that.
But we really hope other people will come, so we're going to make it at 6:30 starting now. And we still got fries when I'm in town.
Hey,
but
now.
Cabbage Patch, I want to remind you, even when I'm not in town, said we can meet there. Even if we don't order food, as long as we're respectful, they like having us. Thank you.
Yay! Alright, next on stack is Richard Eastman!
Richard Eastman.
Mike Check!
Mike Check!
Mike Check!
Mike Check!
It was almost 2 years ago
Sorry, Sunshine.
that we came to occupy to free a plant. And that plant is marijuana. And I just got back from the Woodstock in Bethel, New York. And in less than 2 months is the 17th anniversary of medical marijuana in the United States, which started in San Francisco and Los Angeles, and now is across the country in 20 states, the District of Columbia, and Woodstock, Bethel, New York. Everybody is almost 2 years old.
Been a lot of talk about it. I know people already want to do a picnic, some people want to do protests, and people have talked about other things. So maybe next week let's have a discussion about what exactly it is we want to do. Besides just smoke a lot of weed, because we do that every day anyway.
Yeah, free the weed! Free the weed!
Right now, we should have more serious discussion here. Occupy General Assembly, Mama Sunshine says. Hey now. Hey now.
I hope the audio wasn't off the whole time.
Next would be Annie.
Annie!
Hey now.
Annie!
Oh, I just want to compliment us on our configuration today. I really like our shape and how we look, because we're in a circle, and for whatever reason I think there's really good energy circulating right here. I've had one of the best days I've had in a long time, and guess what? Nothing particularly great happened. It just felt really good. I just felt a good day. It was a good day. So I just wanted to share that. But my announcement is actually about the Eco-Socialist Conference coming up on September 21st, a Saturday. It's system change, not climate change theme. We're trying to get together on environmentalism. Come on out. How do we solve the environmental crisis? Whether you believe it's global warming or you believe it's just environmental destruction by the state and corporate powers, whatever your reason, we cannot deny that the earth is being destroyed. Humans are doing it. So let's get together on the 21st of September for the Eco-Socialist Conference, System Change, Not Climate Change. Location, Maney Clayton Museum and Library. Where? Overland and Culver. I will have flyers. You can look it up online. It's a WordPress. Fudge. I'm not great at this part. I'll tell you about that next time. Please be there. Come talk to me if you want to know more. Yay. Come talk to me. That's a better one. Come talk to me.
Okay. Hey now, Mama Annie, Patrick. Oh my gosh. Represent.
Campaign parade!
Hey now.
Always good to be back.
Kelly.
Brian Kelly. All right. Things are moving along beautifully with the Jack Hare Initiative. I got flyers for everyone tonight. We start collecting signatures on October 1st. We have 150 days to get 750,000 signatures, which is 5,000 Irish folks in California getting one a day. We can do that. So this is you want to talk about prisoners? Let's get 20,000 pot prisoners out of jail in California next year. You want to talk about human rights? You want to talk about economy? You want to talk about the ecology? It's all in the cannabis movement. As a quick little side note, the reason we're going after Syria, they had no central IMF bank. They had no debt. They were like occupiers as a nation. They really set a high ideal in the world. And that is why we're about to launch missiles on them. And the only thing stopping them so far, the only thing that's stopped them for the past couple weeks, is they don't think Americans are going to back it this time. They really are gauging our response hour by hour before these bombs start dropping. And we make enough noise in the next 48 hours, there's a slim chance they might not stop murdering people on Thursday or Friday. And then from there, again, it's just the power of the people needs to be heard louder and stronger than ever before, because they are scared. It's acts of desperation to start bombing nations like Syria and going into Iran and continuing these wars. And it's a good time for us. You know, good thanks. Honored to be here. Hit me up for a fire. Talk to y'all soon. Respect. Hooray! Hooray! All war is unhealthy.
Back to the people.
All war is unhealthy. Always choosing another country. All war is unhealthy.
Vern is next.
Pikachu.
Vern is next.
Go ahead,
Go,
Pikachu.
Vern. Hey now, Vern. Vern has been part of Occupy anyways. Hey now since day one.
Yeah, he was.
City Hall, whatever. How you go on, babe. Hey, Scott.
Everybody knows. I'm Vern.
I'm Georgia.
Of Georgia.
Of Georgia.
Hey now. Oh, Georgia. What?
Georgia!
Shit. I didn't know that.
I got more country things than shit. How bad?
He was the opening act of Woodstock.
I love LA.
Love LA.
I love Occupy.
I love Occupy.
If you don't like LA, then say I can't do it.
Hey now, we love you too, babe, Vern. We do love you.
Love you.
Welcome
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I love you once. I love you twice.
I know, babe. You've been here since the whole time.
All right. Thank you. Who's next, Sunshine?
It's hard to hear.
Okay. Hey now. Thank you, Vern.
You're welcome.
Scott would be next.
Scott.
Hey now, heads up.
Tomorrow. Give some room, Pikachu. Good job, Vern. Mic check.
Mic check.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
August 29th.
August 29th,
It's a National Day of Action
National Day of Action
for fast food workers.
for fast food workers.
There are events planned all day tomorrow
There are events planned all day tomorrow.
at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
if you're still out. At the Burger King,
At the Burger King.
at Broadway and Century,
At Broadway and Century.
at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m.
at the McDonald's,
At the McDonald's.
107 Northwestern
107 Northwestern.
in Hollywood,
In Hollywood.
which is Western and Santa Monica,
Western and Santa Monica.
at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
A civil disobedience to be announced
Civil disobedience to be announced.
at 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
at McDonald's
At McDonald's.
on National Boulevard on the west side,
On National Boulevard on the west side.
1,300 National.
1,300 National.
That's all I know.
Hey now, Scott.
Hey now.
Hey, did you bring tomatoes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Farmers
That's some
Market.
peppers.
That's some peppers.
Thank you,
Thank
Scott.
you. Thank you, Scott.
What kind of peppers? I love peppers.
Where are they? Where's Beto?
All right, let's get back on track
Mic
now.
check!
Nobody else is on stack, actually. Anybody else have anything to say? All right, I will shut up. Oh, yeah.
All right, what's going to be our discuss?
Wait.
Last announcement?
What a discussion group starts that come in and
Wait, I
tell you
can't
one
see.
thing.
One thing.
Me, Free Reverend Frank Ellis himself, known as the LA Occupied Pirates. I spoke to George this morning. I also spoke to George tonight.
You do?
And I spoke to George in the afternoon.
You do?
It makes me feel all right.
Really? Hey, now.
Thank you, Pirate.
Actually, before we go into our discussion, which is planning and what we want to do for our second anniversary,
I don't know.
okay, we have an emergency proposal.
Occupy City Hall.
Oh, let me
Occupy City Hall.
He's online. I don't know.
Occupy City
Wait, let me think. He's one of my guys.
We got one more announcement, people. Hold on.
Hey, now you're on stack.
Can I go back on stack?
Oh, we got two more.
Sorry for hitting you, but
It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt.
yes. Love being stack growing for now on the stack roll.
4 p.m. start. And a press
You know what I mean?
4:30 start.
You like it?
Location is the CDCR parole office. 24th and Alameda.
Where?
24th and Alameda.
Hey now, Mama.
This is
I
the-
see you back there. Shit.
This is to protest the torture that is going on in the prisons now. The force feeding.
Prison hunger strikes.
This is in solidarity with the prison hunger strike. And yeah, just be there. Come support
Can you
it.
please repeat where that was? Since I had a big mouth
24th
in the
and
middle here.
Alameda. Here.
24th and Alameda. Oh, right. We've got that on our pages.
This is the updated one.
Do you got a picture, Patty? We'll put that out on the OLAOWS page right away. Thank you. Next on stack is Scott.
Wait, we got an emergency proposal here. Emergency.
Okay. Well, the WHO is Occupy LA and no war with the proposals. Oh, you're here.
Okay, good.
And Sunshine is proposing because this is Nathan.
Welcome to our world. No, I don't have anything on my list. I only have Scott but it's all good. We're all hanging out and it's all good.
Go ahead. You have the.
It's all good.
Who remembers? Going to Riverside.
Going to Riverside.
To the Walmart warehouse.
I didn't go.
Where 2 workers were fired.
Where 2 workers were fired.
Warehouse workers were fired.
Warehouse workers were fired.
For shutting down Walmart supply chain.
For shutting down Walmart supply chain.
Who remembers going to Chinatown?
Who remembers going to
Hey
Chinatown?
now.
To protest the opening
To protest the opening
of the second
of the second
of 230 planned
of 230 plans.
Walmarts in LA.
In LA.
The one in Chinatown
The one in Chinatown
is going to open
is going to open
eminently.
eminently.
We should shut it down.
You should shut it down.
How?
Thank you.
How?
Occupy it. CCA style.
Occupy. How? Let's talk about that. You said it, but really how?
Yeah, how?
Well, you just went to Tampa now.
All right, I'm just sorry. Like, I get it, and we should, but like, fucking how?
Let's talk about it off of live stream.
All right,
Was that
proposal,
out of hand?
people.
But what
No. We'll talk about it later.
Copy of the proposal. Nathan, do you want?
I wrote 20, that's all.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't print enough
Thank
copies.
you.
Does anyone want to read
Nathan,
this copy?
Hey, Mama Sunshine.
Copy or why don't we read it out loud? Okay, so the proposers for this are Nathan, myself, Sunshine, I think Marco said he was down, so
Hey
Do you want us to read? Okay, so the WHO is those who do not support escalating U.S. involvement in Syria. And the proposal is, of course, to occupy LA. What? No War with Syria rally, Los Angeles. Impossible March, which is this Saturday. When? 12 p.m. Possible March a day up. Where? Pershing Square. Why? To object U.S. military intervention in Syria. And how Occupy LA would support this is through the media channels and through showing up and whatever else. Like, we're going to try and build a coalition. So if Occupy LA wants to participate, this is a nonpartisan grassroots movement. I'll read you the press release that we're tentatively going to send out. So this Saturday, August 31st, the No War with Syria peace movement will gather in cities worldwide. The Los Angeles rally will take place at 12 noon in Pershing Square. The movement will be rallying, protesting, and strategizing for mass mobilizations and direct actions to stop the U.S. government from escalating its involvement in Syria. The No War with Syria movement denounces the United States government's complete disregard for the will of the American people, as reflected in the government's decision to start yet another war. The movement in no way supports the actions of the Assad regime, but we recognize that U.S. intervention will instigate more violence and suffering in Syria. As the U.S. is already hurting from a recession and perpetual wars, becoming involved in Syria will only create further destabilization in the Middle East and strip the people of the United States of desperately needed resources. The No War with Syria movement recognizes that only the American people can stop U.S. intrusion in the Middle East, just as only the people of the Middle East can stop their own internal struggles. We call on every American to join us in saying no to yet another U.S. invasion. We recognize that peace cannot be reached through bombs, drone attacks, and murder. Peace is created through compassion and forgiveness, which must come from within. Please join us this Saturday as the American people gather across the country to begin a campaign to stop the United States government from attacking Syria.
Hey now. And we will be gathering here at Pershing Square. What time?
Saturday.
12.
What time exactly?
And folks, so there's a process that we do with proposals.
All right.
I'll go over with you because we haven't had a proposal for a while. One, if there's a point of process, we would take that first. Hang on, let me just explain how it works and I will take that.
All right, go, Mama.
Okay?
right.
So, basically what would happen is three people would get on stack that would talk either, first we take points of clarity. So people can ask questions regarding just clarity about the proposal. It's not a time to express concerns. Ask us questions of clarity. Then from there you move into both concerns and people speaking in support. You do that in groups of 3. In between you do temperature checks. If you do not have consensus, you go at least 3 rounds or whatever. We have a process for going from 100% to 90% consensus in 3 GAs, but we never got there. That having been said, there is also a process for bringing emergency proposals, and you have to justify it's an emergency proposal. This did come late, but it is regarding an issue that's obviously extremely tense. So, it's here. So, point of process.
Yeah, but wait.
Is it related to any other organization? I think it's a great proposal. It's an absolutely awesome proposal.
It's all grassroots though.
My one concern. This is another organization this is linked up with.
That is actually a question of clarity, by the way.
Why do we even have to go
Keep the circle, wait, let's keep the circle. Please,
Let's maintain the circle.
One
You guys got it.
circle. Sit be in the center of the
Sunshine.
And Occupy only?
Spread
Or
out.
is this another organization coming into Occupy?
answer? It's answer.
No, hold on a second.
Sunshine,
It's not
stop.
answer. This is a grassroots people's movement. This isn't Occupy either. Saturday is just going to be the beginning of people coming together to talk about strategy, a protracted strategy to stop this war. There's no organization. It's
Not Occupy.
it is open to everyone. Oh, we're part of we're the
It's not partisan. It's open.
Officially shut the fuck up, I guess.
Yes. No. One, the Veterans for Peace. I was talking to them today, and they are probably going to support it. tomorrow probably they're like talk about it and then they come out and then I'll post it on Facebook and everyone.
But we're just building a coalition.
There's other organizations mentioned.
They are, and I've been trying to contact them like nonstop, and I've gotten responses from like Answer a little bit, but they're kind of like hesitant to like commit because they're doing the whole like anti-war protest too. So it's kind of we'll see how. But we have over 600 people.
Nobody. It's a people's movement. We've just been reaching out to other organizations, just like we're here tonight, for support to build a coalition. But there's no.
You're coming not as Occupy LA. You're coming as another organization.
And can I give you
Why
one
can't we represent
Hey,
Occupy LA in this situation? What is the fucking deal? Seriously.
Asking for an endorsement.
I don't get it.
Their
It
organization
is so obvious.
We're not an organization.
Anti-war is awesome.
Fucking
Wait a
Occupy
minute, I feel some compressing and it's making me
Shut! Hold on, stand up!
Let's give each other a
Mic check! Mic check! Mic check!
You got a response. We're going to move on if we have other questions of clarity.
Okay, we're not an organization. We're just people right now.
I can't hear it. That's the problem.
I'll stop talking and spread out a little bit.
Well, if we move away from the traffic, then we can hear better.
Alright,
Okay, well, hello, I've been saying yeah, so that's where we are.
alright, what?
So now that discussion's become a private one,
I'm just saying, what the fuck is the big deal?
Okay, we need a new stacker.
And some people are.
Why don't we just occupy the situation? What is the big deal? It's obvious that it's right
We have a
now.
new stacker over
We
here.
have a new stacker, Nas took over my job.
That's your job.
I
You get
I
our
wrote
stack.
down.
If the guys need to talk.
I'm on staff.
Okay.
You want to borrow my notebook?
Yeah.
Grab her notebook.
Wait, okay.
Mic check! Mic check!
Let's give it back
Are
to
there
you,
any
okay?
other questions of clarity? If there are, see your stacker right here.
Are there any other questions of clarity? If there is, come to your stacker now.
I wish I could.
Let me get a temperature check. How do we
you too, Annie?
feel about this proposal? I want to know how you feel. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not sure, you don't see it, do it like this. You know, if you feel that it breaks solidarity with the movement and you can put that back in solidarity,
Alright, I'll be quiet.
about it, then you give it a hard block. That's how it works. Okay?
Alright, I'm gonna be quiet.
No, so first we get a temperature check. Okay? First we get a temperature check. Tell us how you feel. Let's get some. Okay, I'm seeing some concerns. I'm seeing some twinkle eyes and I'm seeing some concerns. Not too many hard blocks, but I'm seeing definite concerns. So let's go. Let's get the stats
Concerns
going.
about
Go
what?
to Nas if you want to get the stats on this issue.
general voicing for sure. Can we try to keep it as quiet as possible? I don't want to block
And by the way, Mama Sunshine says, I love our GA right now. By the way, to anybody who might be watching, it's a good GA. We are still fucking here and we're not going anywhere.
Hey now.
We're still doing our thing.
Look, LAPD.
Well, I'm just saying. We're like, fuck, I'm not gonna. I don't know. It's unsafe.
The first guy is Scott.
Scott, Scott is on staff.
Alex.
Is that to be in the form of a question?
No.
What is? This is the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. We've been protesting Trayvon Martin in various forums for a couple of weeks. This Saturday, at the same time as this event is planned, there is a large gathering coming together of a number of large organizations at Leimert Park. And I'm concerned that we're setting up a contrary event at the exact same time, 3 days out, when people have been working on that for weeks.
That's a good point.
So I don't know. I'm not against this proposal at all, but Congress hasn't debated this, and nor has Britain. So I'm just a little. Why are we rushing?
Oh, we're not asking Occupy LA to organize it. We're just asking for an endorsement. So it's not. Nobody has any organizational commitments. There are people who have said in the invite that they're coming after Lemert. And because we're thinking about having basically a rally at a strategization session, and then possibly in March, we imagine that it's going to last for a while, as opposed to just like being pissed off and hitting the streets without really talking about how we can move forward as a group and beginning to come together collectively. So.
You have Jace.
Yeah, where's Greg? Where's my? Where did our?
Alright. I just have a small concern.
Hey, what time is the? I'm sorry. What time is the rally?
My small concern is like when we discuss things. I think
Mic check, mic check. Can we keep the circle wide and can we project so everyone can hear, please? Please.
My concern is like when anyone starts discussing about these topics or what we're going to do.
I can't understand.
I don't understand the simple fact like we can discuss about anything, but why is there so much crosstalk? I'm pretty sure all of us can get our point across.
So much crosstalk?
I'm pretty sure we can all get our point across.
I'm pretty sure we can all get our point across.
Without all of us have to talk at the same time.
Without all of us having to talk at the same time.
The more proficient we are with this, the less confusion. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
The more efficient we are with this, the less confusion.
Thank you, Jace.
That's all he has to say.
This location sucks. This location sucks. We used to be over there.
Why didn't you do it?
I must say Martin Luther King
People
was
wanna smoke?
absolutely amazing.
Martin is absolutely amazing.
He was absolutely amazing, and he acknowledged that most of the people who came to the march in 1963 weren't there for civil rights. They were there for economic issues because of the disadvantage of the racism and the hate was crushing people, and it was an economic reason why people came out.
Economic reasons.
And that's what he talked about right before he was shot, and that was what he was moving on to. I'm 100% sure that he would have picked up on the disproportionate distribution of wealth, and
as well as anti-war.
And as well as anti-war. He was pro-peace. This is an endorsement of an organization. I don't know anything about the organization, and I don't know anything about the people, and I've heard a lot of stuff about organizations. And pop-up surprise, this is something not that we don't entirely support. And emergency proposals, surprise, there's something else going on, and we learn about it later. I feel this is wordcraft. I feel that there's a lot of wordcraft there. I'm not fully. I'm very much against the military-industrial complex. They suck out money to build more and more weaponry that's obsolete tomorrow, and they build more and more weaponry the next day. And it's us. It's on our hard-working backs. It's being paid for. It's disgusting. It's obscene. It's got to be stopped. And to have wars to justify that spending is ridiculous. I'm very much so anti-war. You know, we can't change this proposal because it's not our proposal. I think we should put forward a proposal of our own if we want to do this, and not endorse any other organizations, because Answer threw us under the bus.
Not Answer.
And people threw us under the bus when we endorse organizations. I cannot endorse another organization. I can't endorse a Walmart or another corporation.
Respond to this. Like, we are a grassroots movement, not an or organization in any way. It's me.
Are people.
No, I'm not a corporate. I'm people. I'm just saying, like, I just am against going into Syria without any evidence of chemical weapons actually, unless we're going in and fighting a war for no reason except to bolster the whole military industrial complex.
Syria is occupied.
It's already fucking happening.
I'm trying to this. I had no idea about your. I had no idea about this. I just last
Are we
minute.
gonna endorse it?
No.
Well, I'd like to. What time is the other protest? That's because I don't want to conflict at all with that. That sounds good too. I just would
Don't
like
worry
to
about the one in Limerick Park. Just stay because it's so
Yeah,
far
I
away
just-
and hard to get to.
11 to 3. So
already
we
have
could
people
do a
occupying
2
our
to like 5 thing or something, or is it change it to a 2? Like
Why
it's
is this proposal not an announcement?
Because we're asking for Occupy LA to stand in solidarity with us. That's
yeah.
why.
I mean it's I mean I'm not gonna like I don't have a hidden agenda.
Okay, hey folks, it's not a back and forth. Okay. He raised his concern. You responded to his
I'm getting
concern.
from everyone and I'm trying to talk to
I
people.
We do our own
You're doing
thing
a
here,
great
not
job.
with. Don't involve us with the Limerick
You're
Park.
doing a great
Too
job.
far away from us here in downtown, and there's already an answer event happening. We just need to fucking occupy it. What point of this mission?
Point of information. The answer event that I'm aware of is the evening that we actually do initiate. Right. So, and that's going to be on the Spring Street side of City Hall. I believe. What is it? At Beth, it's at 5:30,
Start
6:30,
here.
something like that.
Okay.
So, right. So, do we have anybody else on the stack right now?
Did you?
Anybody who's on the stack will be heard and be responded to,
He needs to be.
and then we will do.
He's the
another
organizer
temperature
of the event, actually.
Yeah. And
You want to put yourself on the stack?
Cut his
yes,
hair.
I'd like a stack.
Yeah.
Right.
Nathan. Yeah.
His hair used to be long, but apparently he was so cute. And then, but I found him. He is the organizer of the event. Let him speak, please. And we all need to occupy it, no matter what.
Mike's here. I'm the guy that came and announced the thing in Lamert, and I've been on the organizing thing for that for the last month or so. But here's what I want to say, and I am not necessarily for or against this idea. I'm just trying to offer some clarity. One, the thing in Lamert was originally started by Move On, which is another organization that has thrown us under the bus numerous times. The good news is that the community, when they saw what Move On was doing, snatched it away from them and created something that should be very good. But nonetheless, there is major organizations involved in that, which is something else we should think about. One. Two, I've heard some stuff said that, hey, it doesn't sound like the action in Syria is going to happen anytime soon. Maybe, but I'm hearing stuff on the news that sounds like it could happen tomorrow.
Thursday.
What it sounds like is that it wasn't going to happen today, but it could happen late this week. Maybe not.
Depending on public sentiments.
But our government's got a really nasty habit of not waiting for clarity without just jumping in militarily. Okay, so I would like to say that there is a possibility that this action could happen very, very soon. Okay, certainly our government's been involved in all kinds of military crap all over the world that has resulted in thousands of people dying. Okay, and because of how quick this came on, I personally do think this warrants an emergency proposal. Okay. And exactly how to go ahead and do that with the Lamert thing. If you had it somewhere later in the afternoon, I would think that would be very compatible. I don't know, but all I'm saying is, and I'm not speaking here against the proposal. I'm not speaking here for the proposal. I am trying to say that since I'm the one that brought forth the Lamert thing, I'm trying to wrestle the two ideas together. I don't know if I've helped.
I think we can probably move it a couple hours and until to like 2 to like 5 or something, and you think that can happen?
And in closing, I would like to say that the sooner a war protest or a pro-peace rally protest happens, the sooner it starts to make people in Washington think that maybe they're going down the goddamn wrong path. So I'm not at all sure, once again, that this is any too soon to go ahead and do this sort of thing.
Hey now. And there's like 87, 90% of the country.
We got a stack.
All right.
Stack.
On
always been
that,
this way.
this Saturday,
Day one, just so you
on
know.
the 31st, a worldwide protest in major cities is happening. This is all no war with Syria. This is a whole movement. It's not like it's not centralized or anything. It's really spread out. It's grassroots everywhere. This is the LA branch of that. So it's like, yeah.
You have like, you guys have like 3 minutes to respond, and it's not a big deal. But
Okay, sure, yeah.
You don't actually really get to be
I'll
on
be done
staff.
soon.
You're defending your proposal now through this.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
People are okay with that.
All right, I'm trying to get the word out.
I just want to make sure that everybody's concerns get heard.
Yeah, that sounds good. So I lost my train of thought.
You said it's a grassroots movement, it's not centralized.
Yeah. So if we would just come together all at the same time across the entire world in these cities and really protest, something could happen as far as the media could actually like come in and talk about it. Yeah, exactly. It could be a big movement, kind of like March Against Monsanto, and we're actually working with the same people, and we're trying to get this to actually happen and make a difference and show the world that we do not want to go to war with Syria at all.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's kind of it though. Yeah.
Next in stock is Annie.
The new information that this is a worldwide call. That's interesting information. Thank you for emphasizing that. I'm here to ask maybe about an amendment, but I just want to more get a feel for people. Is it possible, and does it even matter if we endorse the press release and not the event? Is it possible to divorce the two?
Sure, yeah.
Because the press release, as far as I can see, is extremely well written, and I think it's great. And it informs people. But at the same time, the event's happening. And I also wonder 2 to 3 days out, how important is OLA's endorsement? I've never really been a fan of endorsements, frankly, but when it's a declaration, I could maybe see. But this is sort of.
Right,
so I'm just wondering if it matters, or if there's a way to separate the two, if that even matters.
Separate the ego from let's just fucking do it. It's
Just
like
like
obvious. Let's just endorse it and separate any ego here that's involved. Mama Sunshine says.
Could they consent to this, to have their name on here?
We
And
I said
Americans
possibly.
for
I
Syria?
said
So
possibly.
they didn't. No, give you women.
Excuse me.
All right, mic check.
This is not how it goes. The
yeah.
proposal is presented, somebody expresses.
Here's the concern. The concern that I'm having now is that I'm not confident that these people gave you permission to put their names on the page, and so now I'm wondering what we're going to do with the endorsement that I'm helping to create.
I have not told
elsewhere,
anyone.
because as soon as you put our name on it, let's say Alyssa shows up, and not another person that's associated with Occupy.
Melissa?
Our name on
No.
it. They already try to. It just is like. I don't know. It doesn't feel quite right to me. I'm sorry.
Why is it?
In the how, he was just telling you what we're going to do, which is that we're contacting student groups and activist groups, like he listed some.
Searching about food, you guys.
It's been going to press.
At all. This is just
This
here.
is not going to press?
No.
Only this should
Only
go.
the top part.
And this is for the proposal for Occupy.
Yeah, this is just us right here.
So this part. It's confusing. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all I have to say.
I thought
Sorry.
it was clear. It's just the press release. Everything else is just here.
Greg, our facilitator is back, so I was just helping him through this proposal process because it's not been something that he's done before, but he'll be doing this next time. One more person on staff.
Annie,
I'll take it.
I just wanted to address, why is the endorsement of Occupy LA important? Because in order for Occupy LA social media to put it on the Facebook that goes out to 58,000 people, it has to have the endorsement of Occupy LA. So that's basically what is basically being asked for, is permission for us to put it on the Facebook and the Twitter. That's what it boils down to, and that's it.
Okay,
So that's what we're asking.
This endorsement is a qualifier to put this event on the OLA social media outreach mode.
Wait, we haven't. Wait. This is not that simple. What are you?
Yes, it is. It is that simple.
It really is.
Regular week.
It is.
endorsement so that I can endorse more of what's going out on the social media.
Well, then put the fucking on it. I'm there. All right. Yes, I'm in that social media. Yes.
But in any case, this is not about that.
Stupid fucking sandbox. Did I say that?
So
Say that.
journalism must have permission, or it's supposed to, and it's been kind of negating it at times with affinity groups and stuff, but it's supposed to have permission of the General Assembly to share the megaphone that was built that is Occupy LA.
Hey, now.
Occupy LA has the biggest activist megaphone in Los Angeles.
Hey, now.
We can agree not to print Occupy LA in the press release, like not say, because the press release is the top part, and the bottom part was the proposal so that OLA would kind of see what's going on. So, but that was it. It was just to share it on the media channel.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
This is a clarifying question. Did we endorse and are we putting out the information about the Martin Luther King's birthday Lamert Park March?
I can post on it.
I don't know the answer. I don't know.
That's not been endorsed and will not be amplified.
So we need to put
I don't know.
a new page, which is called
See what we amplify. So just keep in mind what that looks like to other people, other activists who apparently were reaching. If we put that out as our single event for Saturday and not the other.
No, wait, no.
We're out of process. That was the last person on staff. Right now we're going to
Saturday is important down here for them.
Can I please address that? I just want to address that.
We need to freaking occupy Syria on Saturday.
Let the guy talk.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. If we move the event a couple hours, both could still happen. I mean, there's no reason why both can't happen. That's and that's what I want. I mean, Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, we should amend it that both events are promoted by Occupy LA.
that's
That's
perfect.
a watch proposal and be like, I mean, I remember when I started Occupy LA with Occupy LA, we used to promote everything.
Right.
We used to march at
That was
everything.
relevant.
There was no like, who are you down with?
Right.
It was like, it was an
2 weeks
idea
of discussion.
based.
So, wait a minute. What I hear is a really cool thing that happens in
Amendment.
proposals is an amendment coming out of this, but it would have to affect the time as well. And it sounds like it would have to involve you're promoting both events.
We're down to this too, and if you want to talk, we're down to
This
bring
one single
everybody
endorsement,
together on that.
so this single endorsement would mean that we endorse the promotion of both events. Just to be clear, we don't have to do another proposal. It would include both events.
But it would have a time change on that.
We would change the time to 2 o'clock and maybe talk to you about trying to bring everybody together, because I don't think this is a single issue.
I don't think we really should put these two together.
No. What I'm saying is it's getting. No. I'm
Just
saying
invite the people.
Very good discussion, though, by the way.
Yeah, I got that.
Good discussion.
the organizations are not being endorsed.
Okay.
Right.
With those changes,
Right.
Yes, that's all. It's just one event. That's
Right.
This is beautiful.
we're going to take another temperature. How do you feel?
Much better.
Yay! I don't see any
I
concerns.
think we have consensus.
All right, I'm going to archive you guys. We'll be right back.